Okay guys, awesome. If you're coming into this video from our last one, you know now that we have just greeted our clients. We made them feel like a rock star. We weighed them in on the scale and we took their measurements. So then you'll take them, sit them down, go over all of their numbers with them, right? All scales are different, so just whatever numbers you get from your scale, that's what you're gonna go over with your people. After that, what I like to do is ask them, okay, so what are your goals? And I break those down into short-term and long-term goals. So for instance, you could say, what is your 30-day goal? And what is your 6-month goal? What is your overall goal? And then you record all of those. So that way you can always go back to them, and say, awesome, you reached this goal. Now we're moving on to the next one. And then when they say what their goal is, you guys, ask them why is that their goal? And get down, just like we know as coaches with us in the business, like you need a deep down why for why you're doing this. Same with your clients. So get down to the deep down why they are doing this. So say they're having a bad week, you can go back to them and say, well, Jane Doe, you said that you wanted to lose 5 pounds in 30 days because your daughter's getting married and you want to fit into the perfect dress, whenever you go up to the front to light the candle for your daughter's wedding, whatever the story may be. And you need to remember to stay on track so you can reach those goals to be able to do that. So basically get their goals down. After that, I like to ask them, okay, what is a typical day for you? What time do you wake up? And they'll tell me. What time did you eat breakfast? And what did you eat? They'll tell me that. I'm calculating everything, walking through their day for every single time they ate, what time they ate, and what they did eat. And then I ask them, okay, how much money do you typically spend on your breakfast, on your lunch, on your dinner, on your snacks? Because at the end of this, I want to add that all up. So I have an average number of how much money they spend a day on food. Once that's done.
Yeah, and I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you'll find out, a lot of people go, well, I just don't know if I have the money right now. So I think what Jenny's saying right here is huge, because a lot of times people have the money because they have it because she's showing them where they're spending it all. So it's there and it's available for them, and it kind of clicks.
Yeah, because you're telling them you're replacing the cost of Herbalife with other food that you now don't have to buy, because if you're still buying the other food, you're not going to get your goal. You're not going to get your results. So yeah, 100%. So after they tell me about their typical day, I say, awesome. So can I tell you about a typical day of what Herbalifers do? And of course they always say yes. And then you'll go into, whatever it is that you do. Me, for example, I'm like, awesome. So within 30 minutes of waking up, I make sure I get in my first Herbalife breakfast shake. It starts my day off right. Perfect meal in a cup. And then I go on to say every 2.5 to 3 hours after that, every 2.5 to 3 hours, I'm eating again. Rotating from shake to snack to shake to snack to a healthy, well-balanced dinner. So that way they can see that it's super, super simple. And another reason why it's great to outline that for them, you guys, is a lot of times people think that all we do is sit around drinking shakes. So if you're on a weight loss program, we know it's best to replace 2 of our meals a day with shakes. And it shows them that you're actually eating 5 times that day to include snacks, and only 2 of those are shakes. So they're still getting in what they like to call regular food.
Right. And when we talk to them, we also tell them it's a healthy, active lifestyle. So people, at any given time, there's tons of diets, so-called diets out there in America and around the world. And so this is not a typical, what you would call a diet. This is a lifestyle. Like Jenny said, you're eating a lot of food. So we don't just drink shakes. So that's the most important thing. And we want to keep it simple. So she's keeping it very simple just by, by going through their day. And then going through a typical day of an Herbalife person, it makes it very easy, because people sometimes they go, oh, I just don't want to do another thing. I just don't want to do it. Well, this is easy. Herbalife is made so it's very easy. It's a matter of just getting up and going. She said, and she mentioned it, the day in life of an Herbalife and what she does. And it was key. She gets up in the morning, she gets that shake into her body within the first 30 minutes, which is huge, guys. So you want to make sure you're telling your clients that, because you want to get that protein in your body so it can start doing what it needs to do. So I like how you laid that out. I think that's very important. Another thing that we like to do, we like to share stories. I can sit there and tell my story. I love to share Jenny's story, my wife's story. In here in the club, we're lucky enough to have tons of stories on the wall. So stories are powerful. So when you're doing it, you go, hey, maybe you're sitting here listening to this video today and you go, you know what, Mike, Jenny, I'm just not a salesperson. I don't know. We're not salespeople. All we do is share results, guys. And when you keep it simple and just share the results, and show that you care about the client, that's all you have to do, and then it just takes care of itself. Because once you get that first shake in your body, you feel so much better. So we share a lot of stories, and then we're not the doctors in the company,
no,
by no means. So we have the catalogs, and we literally just go through and just show them what we think would be best for them. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different plan. So we just go through it. We talk a little bit about it, and just keep it simple, guys. It's very easy.
Yeah, Herbalife makes everything easy for you guys. Always have a catalog with you. Like Mike was saying, it tells you what all the products do, and then plus, if you were to tell me about a product and you're just telling me about it, that's one thing. But then when I see the packaging and I see like it written into a catalog, like everything that it's going to do for me, it's more exciting, right? Like girls, we know we like catalogs. We like to flip through things and think, I'll take one of those and one of those, right? So definitely always have a catalog with you.
Yep, absolutely. And that just leads into the ending, how you close the deal, I guess you would say. Basically, we're not doctors, but we are recommend. If you go to a doctor today for something, when at the end of your visit, they usually go, okay, this is what we figured out, and this is what you need to do. You need to get on this kind of medications. You need to do this, and this. We listen to our doctors, correct? All right, well, you're a wellness coach with Herbalife, so have the confidence. Know that these products are the #1 products in the world. Know that they are there. They've stood the test of time. We've been around 36 years. And so at the end of your wellness, you want to make sure you're talking with confidence and saying, hey, this is what I recommend. Don't think about money. Don't think about any of that. What can she afford? What can I, say to her that sounds right? Don't worry about any of that. You tell them as a wellness coach what they need. And then from that point, it's up to the client to decide what they want to start with. Okay? Don't go, well, I know she's having a hard time paying her car payment. Maybe just do a shake and nothing else. If she needs more, you need to tell her that and then let the client make the decision. Okay? And if they don't take everything that you've suggested, you can always go back and add stuff as they move along in their program.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, that's it, guys. And then with closing, here's the thing with closing. When you close, it's a very hard word. You have to literally close it. So you say to them, like Mike said, I recommend A, B, C, and D, whatever it is. And then you say, yeah, cash or credit.
Yeah, and just zip
cash or credit.
And let them tell you.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, that really is it.
Yeah.
Just like closing with this, like I feel like that's perfect.
Yeah, and it's simple. Somebody once told us you tell them what they want, and then you bend over and tie your shoe, and you don't say another word until your client says something, because it's really up to them on what they can do and can't do. And it's not, sometimes we can talk our way out of it. We can go, well, you should start with an advanced program, and then a couple minutes later we're like, well, maybe this, maybe that, and you talk your way out of it, or you over talk. So just keep it simple, tell them what they need, and then just leave it up to them. And there are times, either now or it might be a week or two from now, but don't worry about it. Don't be like held up in the cell.
Yeah, last little tip, you guys. Here's the thing. If they sit there and say, okay, it's awesome, maybe next week, I can't afford it right now, no worries. Always have 3-day trial on hand. Okay, awesome. You can't do this right now, no problem. How about $20? You have $20. I would love to get you started on this 3-day trial. It's going to give you 6 meal replacements. It's going to give you total control. It's amazing. It's going to boost your metabolism. You're going to love it. And most people are willing to start with that, because here's the thing. They probably do have the money to do it. They just, they don't trust it yet. And that's great, because like Mike was saying, they tried a bunch of other things. It didn't work. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do one more thing. So they're willing to fork over just $20. And then after those 3 days, you guys, we know if we're coaching them the way that we're supposed to, they're going to fall in love, and then they're going to eventually get on that program anyways. But that's it.
I think that's it.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome,
absolutely.
you guys. So that's it. Have a great day, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.